You just got one of the scariest emails you've ever seen from upViral servers, from upViral support. And it says, we've noticed an unusually high amount of spam complaints and or email bounces from your account. For that reason, your account has been suspended. Da da da. Now that's scary. You instantly go into a state of panic. You start sweating profusely. Your armpits are wet. What to do? What to do? First, you're going to do is send off an email reply to upViral support and beg forgiveness and see if they will reinstate your account. Now, what you should always have is a backup resource. And that's a thing called SMTP, which stands for, I don't know. I don't have a clue. System Message Temporary I don't know. Protocol, probably. You could look it up on Google, but I don't know what the answer is. However, if you have things set up, if you go into settings, and you should have this set up one way or the other, general settings, you could go to this outgoing email section and you can say, I don't care about that. We don't care about that. Email server. Notice that you can use a tool called Postmark or Sendgrid or Amazon SES for all outgoing mail. So I'm going to select Sendgrid. I'm going to blur out my API key because I don't want you typing in that long number, letter, sequence, and stealing my source. But you can use a tool called Sendgrid. Sendgrid is fairly easy to set up. And for a limited number of emails, it's free. All right, so how do you make that all happen? Now, I obviously have it set up. And let me do save, by the way. So if we go back to the dashboard, you will see there's no scary pink message up at the top anymore. Yay, me! Some people will tell you that Sendgrid probably has better send rates. I don't know whether that's true or not. I'm not an email geek, and so maybe it has better send rates. I don't know. Now, it's not an autoresponder, which is a whole nother topic, right? Sendgrid is just a different way of sending out emails from an email service provider. All right, so let's go over to Safari, because that's where I do everything. And let's check out my Sendgrid setup. So if you go over to sendgrid.com, and you can look here at the pricing, or I clicked on Start for Free, you can see that for free, you can do 40,000 emails for your first 30 days, then 100 per day forever. If that fits in with your campaign, I mean, it may not be a good thing for the second month, because if you're doing, say, an email to go out when they register, and that's the only email you send out, then potentially you can only do 100 per day, right? 100 registrations per day, so maybe that doesn't fit with your campaign. But it's not that expensive if you go with like the Essentials plan. You can get for $15 a month plenty of emails to go out. And so when you sign up, they give you that API code. You bring it over to upViral, and you go into the settings, into general settings, like I showed you at the beginning, and you post it in that API in there, and click the save button, and suddenly you're using Sendgrid. And now I do advise you to do some testing. If you've already got a campaign running, of course, you want to see actually inside Sendgrid that it is sending emails. And there is a tiny bit of delay in their statistics. So you want to make sure that you send some emails, register for your campaign, and test it again. Or you can even go into upViral in the email settings in the email notifications and do a couple of test sends from there. And that will use the Sendgrid API. And so that's a way of doing emails outside of upViral. Let me rephrase that. That's a way of doing upViral emails without using upViral servers when you've been dinged for whatever the spam thing is. And you can use that until you get recovered and get your original sender back. Or you can just pay the $15 a month and do it forever. Thanks. This is Planet Mitch from GiveAwayRocket.com, helping you get your problem solved. And I advise you to shoot for the moon in all that you do.